Pixetto from VIA Technologies, and for this project I'll show you how to control two servo motors guided by shape recognition. We're going to be using a VIA Pixetto vision sensor, an Arduino board connected to the expansion board, and two servo motors. Let's get into the first step. So guys, here we are at the first step. What we're going to do here is we're going to configure the VIA Pixetto vision sensor to recognize these three different shapes. Before that, you want to connect your VIA Pixetto vision sensor using the micro USB cable to your PC. And then last thing I want to remind you guys is to wait for a few seconds so that the three LED lights are lit on the VIA Pixetto. Once they're lit, you can actually go immediately to open up the utility. As you can see, mine is already connected. Then you want to go over to shape detection. Be careful, you want to cross this out. So the shapes we're going to be using are triangle, rectangle, the pentagon. And you want to click apply. Please make sure that you have your shapes already set up there. You can make easy, tiny shapes. They're not that difficult to do. So then we can test them out. As you can see, I have my triangle, tested well. My rectangle, pretty good. And last but not least, the pentagon. Okay, so once we're done with that, then we can go into our next step. Step 2, we're going to be connecting the two servo motors. So the first one is going into D2. Be careful there how you attach it. And then the last one is going into D6 on the expansion board. And that's it for this part. Let's go into the next part. Okay guys, so here we're going to be connecting the VIA Pixetto to the expansion board, and we're going to be connecting it to the URT groove connector. And that's it. That's the last part for step 2. Now let's go into step 3. Okay, so here we're at step 3, where you need to program the VIA Pixetto with blocks so that the two servo motors will activate and rotate its servo arms to set the degree when detecting the different shapes. So the first thing we want to do here is to open the VIA Pixetto Junior application, which is on my desktop right here. Okay, and then you want to cross it out. So this is our first part of step 3. Okay guys, so now our first layer of blocks, you want to go to the control category over here. Then you want to select the set up block. This is our first block that we're going to start with. Now you want to go to the vision category section, and you want to get the initialize vision sensor, and then you want to place that right inside this block. This block will relate information to the VIA Pixetto. Next, what we're going to do is that we're going to select two different pins. So the first pin we want to select is 0, and the next pin we want to select is 1. So basically this is to make sure that there's a connection between the Arduino board and the VIA Pixetto vision sensor. Also, for a little bit more information, RX means to receive and TX means to transmit. We recommend using pin 0 and 1 because they're more reliable. So next, what you want to do is you want to go to the output unit category, and then you want to select rotate the servo motor. You want to get 2 of these. Okay, once you get 2 of these, there's 2 important things that you want to do here. First one is you want to select pin 2. The reason why you're selecting pin 2 is because one of our servo motor is connected to D2 on our expansion board. And then the next one is pin 6. Again, that's the second servo motor that is connected on the expansion board. And then what you want to do is you want to input 180 to set as a degree angle as a default position. Once you're done, you can put these two together, and then you insert that right under this block, and then we've completed our first layer of blocks. Now we're gonna create the second layer of blocks. The first section that we want to go, the category we want to go to is the control category, and then you want to take this if-then block. I'm gonna put that right here. And basically we're trying to create an event. So after that, we want to go back to the vision sensor category. And then from the vision sensor category, because we want to create this event, we're going to take the object is detected. Once you get this block, can just put it inside. Basically, this makes the VIA Pixetto report that is detecting an object via a command from the Arduino board. Okay, so then now we're gonna go to the control category again, and then we're gonna select another if then block. Okay, so now guys, once we've gotten this block here, we're gonna insert it inside the other if then block. So basically what we're trying to do here now is we're gonna start creating the blocks that we're gonna use to control the behavior of the servo motors. And yeah, let's get into the other blocks that we need to start put together. So now we're gonna do the servo motor 1 rotation. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to the logic category, and then I'm gonna select this block. Once I've selected this block, then I'm gonna go back to my vision sensor category. I'm gonna select round, and then I'm gonna select object type. Once I have these two, I'm gonna put object type in here, and I'm gonna select triangle, and I'm gonna insert that in here. Okay, once I'm done inserting both of these blocks, I'll just gently slide this into the if then block. So basically this will make the VIA Pixetto report that is recognizing an object that's a triangle shape. Okay guys, so next I'm gonna go to the output unit category. It's here. Then I'm gonna select the rotate servo motor. I'm gonna put that right here. And once I have this, I'm gonna select pin 2, and then I'm gonna put this at a degree of 5. Once I have that, put it here. So this is the first turn for the servo motor, and then I'm gonna go to the control category. I need some time. I need a slight delay, and I'm gonna put that underneath this one, and I'll leave it at 1 second. Once I'm done with this, I'll just slide it in here. So now for the last part for servo motor, I'm just gonna duplicate this. Once I duplicate it, I'm gonna slide that in right here. And the only thing that you want to change here is that you want it to turn at 180 degrees. And we've just finished the first blocks for the first servo motor. So we're gonna do the second rotation for the second servo motor. So the first thing I want you guys to do is minimize this because the blocks are getting a little bit bigger, longer, sorry. I'm gonna put that here, a little bit smaller, here. Okay, now I'm gonna go over to the this block, and I'm gonna click on this gear right here. And once that pop out, I'll take the else if block and I'll slide that underneath the if. And you can see we have a new opening here. You can get rid of that. Once you're finished here, you can go to the logic category. Basically, you want to get a logic block. Once you get this logic block, you're going to go to the vision sensor category, and you're going to select the object type. Object type. Then you're going to select round again. Basically, you can insert this inside. Then you're going to select rectangle, and then insert this inside. Okay, so once we've already inserted this block inside, I'll grab the entire block and I'll slide it inside the else if block. So basically, this will make the VIA Pixetto report that is detecting a shape that is a rectangle. Okay, so next I'm gonna go to the output unit category, and I'm gonna take the rotate the servo motor. I'll put this here. Then there's some important things we want to do here, like for example, make sure this is pin 6, and then over here it's the same as 5. So basically this makes the servo motor turn. Once you have that, then I'm gonna go back to the control category. I want to set a little timer of 1 second. Put that here. Once I'm done here, I'll insert both of these blocks in here. And again, it's the same thing we want to repeat, where you want to duplicate these blocks to complete the rotation. And then the last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to change this to 180 degrees, because that's what we want the motor to do. And then there you have it, guys. So we've created the second rotation for the second servo motor. So now we're going to create the rotation for the two servo motors. First thing I'll do, I'll click on the if then gear. Once it pops out, I'll select the else if blocks. I'll slide it underneath. You can see we have an opening. The blocks are getting a little bit longer, so you want to minimize it a little bit. Move it up. Once I'm done here, I'm going to go over to the logic category and I'm going to select, this block. Then back to the vision sensor category, I'm going to get object type. Then I'm going to get round. Basically, I'll start here first. I'll select pentagon and then object type and then slide that in here. Last thing I'm going to do for this part, I'll put that right in here. So basically, this is going to make the VIA Pixetto report that it is detecting a shape that is a pentagon. Okay, so next I'm going to go to the output unit category. I'm going to select the rotate the servo motor. I'm going to get two of these. I will select the first one, pin 2, second one, pin 6, and then I'll select 5 and 5. I'll put these together. Then I'll go over to the control category. I'll need a delay time, delay right here. And once I'm finished, I'll insert that inside the else if then block. So next, I'm gonna duplicate the blocks that I just created. And once I've duplicated these blocks, the only thing I'm gonna change here is the 5 to 180, the next one to 180 degrees to basically make sure the servo motor turns to at 180 degree. I'm going to slide that underneath the delay block. You can minimize your blocks as they go along because they're getting longer. So we're almost finished. So the last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back to the control category. So I'm right here. I'm going to select the repeat while block. And then I'm going to go over to the vision sensor category. Then I'm going to select object is detected. I'll insert that right in here. And then be very careful and make sure this block goes underneath the second right here. If then block area. And once you've done that, basically you're finished. What you want to do here now, you can check your pins and check the angle that you entered and make sure everything is correct, and then we can go into our next step 4. So here we're at step 4, where I'll show you guys how to upload the codes to the Arduino board. So the first thing I want you guys to do is to connect the Arduino board to the PC using a micro USB cable. Once you have done that, I want you to go to click no hardware, Arduino Uno, click here. You're gonna see a pop-up screen. You're gonna say connected. And you go to the editor, select code, click upload. And this may take a few seconds, so please don't touch the cable because this might cause some issues. And it's gonna take a few seconds, like I said. Sorry about that. See, once it's done, compile success. Upload success. Once you've seen upload success, that means everything is finished. Now let's go and try to do some tests. Okay guys, now that we've connected all the components together, uploaded the codes, and I have my 3 different shapes, let's do some tests.